Incoming transmission.
Picture this. A recording studio somewhere far, far away.
Welcome, watchers of illusion, to my Castle of Confusion on the 10th of May 2017, and I'm looking at an Amiga classic called Globdule. I remember having this one on my Amiga. Actually, more of a demo, so it's quite nice to bring you the full game. It's an interesting platformer, to say the least. You take the titular role of the glob, as you can see there in the middle of the credits there, and let's have a look and see what we need to do. So the story, it seems: in caverns deep below the land did mighty Maskrik rule. Among the creatures in the cave stood out one pink Globdule. Spiders, bats, and rattiflies in the dark and damp would sit, mocking from behind the rocks the one who did not fit. For great white bulbous eyes had he, atop a cute pink blob. Splatting and spinning all day long was the one and only Glob. Sad and lonely down below was the life our hero led, till a vision came one night as he lay awake in bed. A blinding light shone, music played, a voice came through the noise. The great toy maker is my name, and you can join my toys. Then before his very eyes ye olde toy shop he saw, and in the window Globdule shone, the star of the whole toy store. So our intrepid adventurer set off on his mobile quest of all the toys in the world, off to do his best. So there we go, that is basically the line. Here we go, the page code now, which is going to be Here we go, and we're in. Okay, so you do take the you are going to be taking control of this pink blob right here, and you basically can stick to all surfaces. So let's get this game started so you guys can check it out. See if we can give you a couple of levels anyway, so you can see what the game's all about. So it's just sort of standard affair of picking where you want to go. You've obviously got to start in one place before you can choose anywhere else, but you can see that it will branch off, and we're going to Once Upon a Time. Now the idea of the game is to collect all of the fruits, diamonds, whatever that are in the level, and then you will have to make your way back to where you started to progress. You'll see exactly what I mean in just a moment when it loads. But this is actually quite an interesting game, because it's not your standard platform affair. The music's brilliant, by the way. Reminds me of Creatures, but I think somehow, I don't know, if you guys remember the game Creatures, that might be, but this reminds me of that. It's got Lemmings as well, but then that's Psygnosis as well, which is who did this one, which is great. It's a long loading, but the levels do get shorter. I think it kind of like bulk loads them in, so that's quite nice. So here we go. So there you go. There is Globdule. So basically it is left, right, up and down, and fire will make you bounce. And bounce you do. It's quite difficult to control, actually. That's probably the only thing I'll say is a negative right now, is it's quite hard to get where you want to go, because you'll just basically end up spinning around the screen and jumping around where you don't want to go. But that's just one of the little annoyances. But the game itself is gorgeous. The graphics are absolutely fantastic. I love the animations on the actual Globdule as well. He's absolutely brilliant, with his big eyebrows, and it kind of looks like a pink version of Burke from Trapdoor. So you can see there that the entrance now is flashing away. That means we can now get on there and get ourselves out of here. You do that by pushing down and fire at the same time, and we have now exited that level. So we're going to go up into the next one now. I like the level names, they're quite fun as well. So we've got Slopes Are Groovy, so you kind of know what you're expecting, because these are sort of the levels that ease you into the game and get you sort of prepared for it. So there you go. So now you can see lots of different things there. We've got lots of slopey things with some spikes coming out the top. So you've got to navigate your way around and pick up everything. In the top right hand corner you can see how many of anything you've got left to collect. And in the top left you have your life counter. Bottom left you have your life bars. So basically every hit you take you'll lose one of those. When you've expelled them all you will die and lose a life. So there you are. Bottom right, not quite sure what all that is actually. Never mind. But it's just so much going on screen at once. you're probably not going to take much notice of much else other than the top right bar and your life bars. That's probably about all you're going to be really too bothered about. You can see here you've got to navigate without getting hit by the spikes. These levels do get progressively harder, so it's not just a excuse the expression, cakewalk. You know, it's just one of those things really that it's actually a very good platformer. It's not your run-of-the-mill platformer, which I quite like, because you know you've got a lot of control over this guy, but it seems like it's quite difficult actually to get the control you need. Like you can see there, I span into there, and again, very difficult to get what you want. And I'm down to 2 life bars now, so you can see what's happening there. There you go. I mean, you know, this guy eats more greens than the Jolly Green Giant, so I mean that's just bizarre. I mean, I don't really see the storyline behind the fruits. That wasn't really explained in the intro dialogue at all. I guess he's just a healthy Globdule. There you go. So we will continue. I'll give you guys a couple more levels because I'm enjoying this game. It's very good. The sound effects are nice, big squelchy sounds as you land on the walls and stuff like that. That's quite nice. And the music is very jolly as you go through the entire game. It's really, really nice. So that's really cool as well. All in all, it's a fairly good package here. It's a very good game, and it'll keep you coming back for more because the challenge on it is very good. And we like games that like bring us back for more. It is only single player, so there's no multiplayer options, not even a turn-based one. But you know, we don't always need games that have multiplayer. They just add to the excitement, I think. You know, some games are naff even with multiplayer, but this game stands alone as a very, very good game, and a bit frustrating with the controls, but once you've mastered those, I don't think this game's actually that bad at all. But for a younger player, it might frustrate them a little more, but it's always worth giving them a controller or a joystick and letting them have a play. That's, after all, what games are for. If you don't like it, you don't need to play it again, but I quite like this. It's good fun. It's bloody hard. As you can see, that I've got to get up into that gap there, and those spikes are not exactly forgiving, and trying to actually bounce up there is quite difficult. So I'm probably going to die now, because I'm not going to do very well. Oh, nearly got up there, nearly squelched up the wall. Never mind, let's see if I can get up there now. There we go. So, I mean, everything's really nice. The animations are smooth, the sound effects are great, the music's fantastic, the colour schemes are really bold. I like the fact that Globdule is a standout pink, so that's really nice as well. Could have gone down the silly putty route and gone blue, but nope, I like the fact they've gone pink and kind of made a standalone sort of character with this little guy, which is great. I think a majority of players will enjoy this game. If you haven't played this game before, it's probably worth picking it up and slamming it into the old Amiga and giving it a go. It's a challenge. It's a challenge. So if you get easily frustrated, it may not be the game for you. But again, it's worth a try at least. So now we've got to basically, well, avoid the fire, get the fruits, and unlock that door. Now I think I saw a key back down there. Actually, yeah, it's in that little top left corner of the screen. I should go down and get that in a moment. But I like the fact that you've got to get all the fruits and stuff before it'll even let you exit. So it's not like you can cheat and just like pick up certain bits or not bother. You've got to be able to get the entire kit and caboodle before it will allow you to exit the level, which is brilliant. I mean, it's a big fun game. It's like you could almost call this the BFG. So that's a really nice little abbreviation for this game, really. So there we go. But I hope you have enjoyed Globdule, ladies and gentlemen. It's great. I've enjoyed revisiting this one. I hope you guys are having a great week. The sun has been shining here in the Shire all week almost. It's fantastic, although it's supposed to be raining towards the end of the week. But never mind. We have to put up with the rough and the smooth. But never mind. Anyway, guys, that's been Globdule on the Commodore Amiga. And yes, it runs on the 500. And it will run on the 1200, so whatever you've got, it will work. Hello to new subscribers, great to have you guys along. Really happy to have you here. Hello to existing subscribers, you guys rock. Thank you for helping me keep the channel up and running. Absolutely fantastic stuff. What started out as a little hobby channel has become something much more to me, and that's down to you guys. So thanks for that. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. I will catch you in the next review, which will be coming in the next day or two. Thanks very much. Take care of each other. Bye for now.